Does she?
Can you just fix it or do I have to pull it from the agenda?
We can present it with corrections already.
Okay.
Okay, that sounds better.
Okay. I have 6:29.
It's way off.
Spot clean. All right. Yeah. Okay. All right. It's 6:30.
Action on one. Thanks, Senator, to street closure.
Oh, right, with the 2:30.
Yeah, 2:30.
Okay. It is 6:30. I'd like to, excuse me, call this meeting of the Morrison City Council to order. Clerk, would you call the roll?
Rockner. Walter.
Yeah.
Schlegel.
Here.
Travelt.
Yes.
Tickler.
Here.
Mahaffey.
Here,
Say the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We have one person signed up for public comment, Llewellyn. Go ahead, yeah, if you wish. If you wish a microphone, we can go on up there, but we're close enough, I think.
Okay, so I'm Llewellyn Lee. I'm the owner of the Blue Violet on Main Street. And I'm here to discuss a couple of items from a business owner standpoint. It is posted that there's a 2-hour parking on Main Street between 8 AM and 5 PM daily. And this is being violated by many business owners and their employees on a daily basis. Many of the violators do not park directly in front of their own business. They will park in front of someone else's business. And they are there many times from 8 to 4 PM or later. It's hard for elderly to get into the businesses when they can't park right in front of it or at least close to the business. And I understand that there are costs associated with patrolling this, but we have a beautiful Main Street now. and new businesses that continue to come to our downtown. So we want to bring in out of town people so that they can eat and shop here in Morrison, which is also sales tax revenue money for our city. But when there's no parking, they will start to avoid us. One suggestion would be to start by sending a letter to each of the businesses that, or business owners on Main Street, reminding them that there is only 2-hour parking. And this could be done by hand delivering versus mail. I know mail is expensive, even though you guys would have a discount on it, but that would be something to do. The second item I would like to discuss is bicycle riding and the electric scooters in downtown. So I believe that there is an ordinance that prohibits riding of bicycles on the sidewalk of the business district. And daily kids and adults, don't be surprised, but adults also are riding their bikes. And electric scooters seem to be a new thing this year, and they are barreling down Main Street sidewalks. This is a dangerous situation. Some are very fast, and I'm afraid someone, especially elderly people, are going to get knocked down and probably hurt. I know that there is a yellow sign on the sidewalk that says something about no, I'm not sure, bicycles, but nobody can really read it. And of course, we know that they are not following it. Now that school is out, it has increased threefold for this summer. And so finally, I hope that you guys would consider enforcing both of these ordinances in the near future. Thank you.
Thank you. City officers, chief submitted a written report. Do you have anything to add? Okay. Anything now?
Yeah.
Okay, city administrator has a comment.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Just real quick, planting that seed for possibly next year's street project. If we are going to, or if you're going to consider one, in the next meeting or two, I hope to have a little more information on some options. Because if it's one of the top options still on the list, it would involve again the railroad, and I'd like to get ahead of that with this project again. So should you guys decide another street project for next year, please be thinking about that, and I'll bring a couple options to you at the next meeting.
Okay.
Can we already decide we're gonna go to Orange Street? Is that not?
I don't know that any official action was taken to do Orange Street next, but it was on,
Just on the.
it's
I thought that
top of the
was
list.
Put on the list.
Yeah.
It is on the list, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I had mentioned. Thought.
Okay, appreciate that heads up. All right. There are several items on the consent agenda. First of all, we've noticed two adjustments to the one for the minutes regarding entering executive session or leaving exiting executive session. The motion was not made by Alderperson Mahaffey as she was not here. So it was actually made by Alderman Schlegel. We'd like to just put that correction in. There is also on the street closure request for the farmers market, item 6, not beginning at 3 p.m., but rather at 2:30 p.m. If the council is amenable, we'd put that in there in the consent agenda as a correction for approval. Now, there are 11 items on the consent agenda. With those two corrections, would any alderperson like to remove an item from consent?
You're changing 2:30. The only comment I've had is when you close Fitzgerald's block, it creates a problem. I've heard that from the horse's mouth personally.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
you start.
What's the closure? Sorry, I didn't print that out.
Creates. You get a lot of people that go at 3 or 3:30 or whatever.
All right, I would suggest that, Alderman Travell, you asked to remove that item. We can discuss that at length. Okay. So the street closure for the farmer's market, item 6, is removed from consent agenda. Anything else? If not, would someone make a motion to approve the consent agenda items 1 through 11 with the exception of item 6?
So moved.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. It is on the floor for further discussion, questions, comments. If not, money is involved, so we do need to do a roll call.
Bruckner. I'm sorry, Buckwalter,
Yes.
Mahaffey,
Yes.
Schlegel,
Yes.
Travell, Tickler.
Yes.
Carries.
Okay. Item 6, the street closure. What are the blocks?
The blocks are Main Street from Cherry now to Orange,
Okay,
so 3 blocks.
so your comment about that does include the drugstore block.
In fact, it brought into play just for the pop-up market because we closed it at Cherry, right? So that's how it got brought up.
I see. I wasn't there.
We, it says based on.
In fact, barricades tended.
No, adding
Earlier.
that last block. Yes, it should be Main Street from Cherry. It's usually Cherry to Base, but they want to add the last block to Orange. So it's Main Street, adding Main Street from Base to Orange.
Okay.
Right there says Main Street on the end of it.
I'm gonna throw a burn here. I'm not sure what the answer is. But yes, I have heard it from the horse's mouth also, like, I'm trying to run a business here, not throw a street party. So it,
My keynote would be wait till next year.
My comment
Right,
would be, this is great for Main Street, great for the businesses down there, even Fitzgerald's. We can accommodate if he has an issue, but it's for a couple hours for one day. I don't know if that would create a hardship for him, but
I mean, could we leave end parking spots for him and come in off Cherry and close it a little bit?
How do you get out? But then, yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
What's that?
You would have a place to get out. You have to go back and out onto
Oh, yeah,
the highway.
that's not safe.
I mean, we have time between now and August. Not a lot of time, but they wanna, advertise it, of course.
Right.
I feel like there's ample time for them to put a sign on that says August 7th, we're closing at 2:30. Well, they're not closing, right, but like the street will be closed, so they, yeah, parking spaces won't be available. Plan accordingly.
Yeah, it's up to this council.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
If you go with that business, then press go that, like. Suddenly, my sister-in-law worked at a beauty shop down the street, and she complained about it as well, but. She gets by, where, I mean, then you'd be like, well, that business needs customer parking, so let's open up that. And then all of a sudden, it's a can of worms.
I say it's
Because-
2.5 hours in August, I think it's ample of time for them to let their customers know.
And another point is. The chamber tried to do this on Genesee Street. Which worked out well, but. Then other businesses complained that it was down on Genesee Street instead of on Main Street, and it wasn't helping their business. So you have some that support it, want it there, and then you have some that don't. So it's just. Double-edged sword. That's why she was doing it on Main Street now, is because of the feedback she got from the local businesses.
Right. Okay, to follow Robert's rules, we should have a motion, get this on the table for further discussion. Is there a motion? And you can insert any details you would like to that motion.
I'll make a motion for free that meeting. 2:30, sorry. 2:30 to 8.
There's been a motion for 2:30 to 8. Is there a second?
Second.
All right, it's been moved and seconded. It's on the floor for further discussion. Pros, cons, questions, comments. We've heard, okay? Okay. No, but it's on the floor. Want to make sure everybody gets their chance for their say. All right, since we have varying opinions, I'm going to ask for a roll call vote, even though there's no money involved.
Buckwalter,
Yes.
Mahaffey,
Yes.
Schlegel,
Yes.
Travell,
Yeah.
Tickler,
Yes.
motion carried.
All right, thank you. The variance for the Wiersmas, refer to the planning and zoning meeting minutes. That's property that was the minutes and their attachment I looked at online. Was well illustrated. Is there a motion to approve that variance?
So moved. Second.
Been moved and seconded. It's on the floor for further discussion. Any questions or comments?
If I may, Mr. Mayor, just for public information, because there's been some question in the past about it. So Ryan and Cassie, who live on Greenland Drive, are requesting to demo the detached garage structure on their property and build a larger shop slash garage. The two variances involved here are putting the structure closer to the property line. And the roof line will actually be higher than the primary residence. So to be a larger metal building. And it's gone through the process. We contacted all the neighbors, no comments against the variance. And of course, the Planning and Zoning Commission approved it.
I thought that subdivision was not in city limits.
It is,
It is.
yes. Yes. Rural, and it's zoned rural residential, so the property, the parcels out there are much larger. It's supposed to be a little more spread out, but their buildings can be, because it angles a little bit, the building's gonna be literally less than a couple feet on the one end, going up to about 6 or 8 feet on the backside. Still on the property, but certainly closer to the one side. So.
Any other questions, comments? If not, all those in favor of the variance, please say aye. Any opposed? Carries. The next is a disposal of the surplus police vehicle as described in the chief's report. Is there a motion to approve the disposal?
Second.
Okay. Any questions on that? This is standard procedure when a vehicle has reached the end of its useful life. Okay, hearing no discussion, it has financial implications. We better do a roll call.
Buckwalter,
Yes.
Mahaffey,
Yes.
Schlegel,
Yes.
Travell,
Yes.
Tickler,
Yes.
motion carries.
All right, item 4, also in the chief's report, a couple of graphs and descriptions about reorganizing the police department to include an additional sergeant, not an additional staff, but instead of 1 sergeant, 2 sergeants and officers, with the rationale laid out in his in the written report and also in city administrator's comments to you from his note Friday. I think at this point, it'd be good for discussion. I don't know if you want to approve anything you may wish to, but chief is here. If you have any questions, comments, let's have a discussion first. And if you're so moved, you may move to approve the new organizational structure, or you may wish to wait until a subsequent council meeting. Any questions, comments?
Yeah, so,
Can we get this little graph up there? Oh, yes, sorry.
so essentially, you'll be having 2 sergeants underneath you and then the officers, right?
Correct.
Okay, so, what's the main benefit for you or the department going this structure?
So, since I've been there 5 years, there was a chief and 1 sergeant. And that sergeant would be the investigator. So actually, the chief did probably the majority of the work, and the sergeant did most of the investigation. What would happen now is one would still be an investigator. And then the second one would assist in things with vehicle maintenance, training. And the body cameras take up a large amount of time. That's a new technology that, we have to review the footage, we have to submit the footage to the state's attorney's office. All types of things, have to be done with that, and that second sergeant's position to help me do that. But the other thing to look at is a lot of cities our size have 2 sergeants.
Oh, okay.
So like Fulton PD, they have 2 sergeants.
From the brand.
Savannah, they call them, they have 2 lieutenants. And one's a night sergeant, one is the investigator's station. And I just think it, for us to remain competitive, too, it helps with, retention. You're offering, a guy another position of advancement. So in that way, it also helps.
It's good. I think it's a good idea. I'm just gonna put it out there because look what happened when Rudy went up from sergeant to chief and then he didn't have sergeant. And there's nobody to pick, like step in, just pick it up.
Can't hear it.
It's beneficial.
Sorry, would you use
Oh, sorry.
a mic or speak up? Yeah.
Sorry.
No.
I think it's beneficial.
It's not turned on, sorry.
Can you, where were those 2 sheets of the people and the associated salaries? They follow, right?
Yes.
Yes, okay.
Just to piggyback off of what Chief Moon said. I certainly support it. I kind of wish I would have had or done this several years ago. For all the same reasons that Chief Moon said. I just think it, especially on nights, weekends. Yes, small town, yes. Mike is usually available with technology, texting, phones, whatever, but it's nice also to have a patrol sergeant on duty to take care of the little stuff that needs decisions made, patrol assignments, whatever it might be. Just a lot of little things in the operations of a police department to have that extra command officer. I'm not saying we were behind the ball, but we are, most agencies our size has more structure than just 1 sergeant. So it's very reasonable. I don't think it's a outlandish type of setup. I think it's pretty straightforward and good for the police department and the community.
And as a bonus, we installed installed a new officer this morning as well. So one of those vacancies on this piece of paper is an officer that's filled. And then that it would, if council chose to go with this model, it would be up to the chief to rearrange and hire.
Are we looking for approval today?
If the council wishes,
I'm in approval.
I'm gonna.
then I would entertain a moment to approve the proposed organizational structure as presented in the graph and the attached grids, or you want to call these charts or tables.
I make a motion to, do we need to vote on it? Or voting? Yeah, we gotta vote.
Yeah,
on,
mhm.
what was presented as far as the, new organizational chart.
I'll second that.
Okay, so implicitly that authorizes the chief to recruit accordingly. Council comfortable with that?
Yes.
All right. Any further questions or comments? Thank you, chief. Thank you, city administrator.
Council vote.
Pardon?
Council needs to vote.
Yes, I know. I'm asking for further comments. And I'm thanking those that have already given background. Hearing none, this does have financial implications. We should have a roll call vote.
Buckwalter,
Yes.
Mahaffey,
Yes,
Schlegel,
Yes.
Travell,
Yes.
Tickler,
Yes.
motion carried.
Thank you all. Thank you, chief. I think we're looking forward to this going forward. You have attached the audit report. This is for exposure only, not for action tonight. I would suggest between now and the next council meeting, if you have any questions, leave a note at City Hall, leave a message with City Hall. The open question is, would you like to have the auditor present this at the next city council meeting and approve it then? We've done it. He's been here in person and he's been here online before as well. Each situation works fine in the mayor's opinion. Thoughts on that? Otherwise, we'll present it for approval, with or without the auditor to present it. I think it's good practice. The mayor's opinion is a good practice to have the auditor give his comments, highlight a few of the items that he'd like us to pay special attention to.
I like that idea.
Okay. We will take away an invitation to him either in person or online to present the audit report at the next council meeting. And at which point we will ask for council action on the audit. Thank you. At this point, I would entertain a motion to enter executive session. All those in favor?
I.
Okay. So at 7:08 PM, I declare we are out of executive session and back in public session. Not sure if I think our public is left, but we're back online.
We are.
Okay. We have a recruitment and retention bonus agreement in front of us for the police department. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
All right, it's on the floor for discussion. One of the things I heard in the discussion was a spot for a notary. I think at this point, a motion to amend with requirement of being signed in front of a notary is appropriate.
I'd like to make that motion. To amend the agreement.
Is there a second?
Second.
Okay, so what's on the floor right now is the amendment to amend this document to add a spot for witness by a notary. This is the amendment only. Is there any further discussion on that? If not, all those in favor? Any opposed? Okay, so now the amended motion is on the floor for any further discussion or questions. I want to thank the chief for bringing this to us. Previous chief for doing the application. It's not the city's money, but it is financial, so we should do a roll call.
Buckwalter,
Yes.
Mahaffey,
Yes.
Schlegel,
Yes.
Travelt, Tickler.
Yeah.
Motion carries.
Thank you all. As always, a motion to adjourn is in order.
Moved.
Anybody opposed? Okay. At 7:10, I declare this meeting of the Morrison City Council to be adjourned. Thank you all very much. Oh, he's in the auditor.
I stayed on. I could try to load it.
Well, I have mine, so if it doesn't work for you, let me know.
All right, but I did
Okay,
wipe
fine.
the memory on it, thinking that was maybe the problem.